Flowers from 1964 by Warhol truly embodies the zeitgeist of the early 1960s New York art scene. It feels so fresh, it feels so contemporary, as if it was painted by a young artist working today. Interestingly, Warhol started as a commercial artist, doing diagrams for magazines, doing projects for department stores. But it was really in the early 1960s that he found his initial fame with his breakthrough show at Ferris Gallery in Los Angeles. In 1964, with the creation of his flower works, he was given exposure and the platform of the greatest gallery to show contemporary art at the time, which was, of course, Leo Castelli in New York. The greatest thing about our job, right, is when you first see a work. And when this first came out of the crate, I was totally struck by how saturated and vibrant the colours were. You had these yellows, pinks, reds of the flowers that really pop out against the kind of crisp green backdrop. You also had this really nice domestic square 24-inch format, which Warhol did over 81 versions of in his catalogue Resonate. The idea came from his very good friend Henry Geldzahler, who was the chief curator at the Met at the time for American paintings. And the story is that Henry was wandering around Andy's studio looking at his paintings and saw quite a morbid theme of death and disaster and decided to move him away from this and picked up the 1964 June issue of Modern Photography and flicked to a Kodak advert, and in that advert was this highly saturated image of flowers and thus the birth of his flower series.